Hey, we gonna check out the sandbar while you're down there?
What's the sandbar?
That's a place that lets 16-year-old kids drink.
Oh, cool.
Honestly, I think it's so easy. It's easy.
All right, how's it going out there? It's Friday. I'm home. We're home. It's time again for home trivia, everybody. Here's that period of time where we sit around listening to copyright-friendly music for 15 minutes while we wait for viewers to show up to join the game. The game will be starting at 7 o'clock as always. If you're going to play tonight's game, remember, go outside, grab a bucket, bring it inside, use that to play in tonight's trivia game. Trivia game will be starting at 7 o'clock. If you don't have a bucket outside your house, go to your bathroom, empty out the toilet paper from that little garbage can you probably have next to the toilet, and use that for tonight's bucket. But everything's open. You could go and buy your own buckets at this point. Or better yet, come play with me in person. I am 2 nights a week out on the road for trivia. I also do karaoke, which is Monday nights at Bar Nancy and Wednesday nights over at The Bend in Miami Lakes. You can also join me for karaoke now 3 nights a week. 3 nights a week. Every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for karaoke at Seven Seas Bar starting at 10 o'clock. All right, tonight's game will be starting in about 14 minutes, giving time for people to show up and all that, and it's where I just sit around and rant and rave. I don't really have anything to rant and rave about. I mean, other than the fact that it's Friday and I'm home, and at this point I should have been arguing with Alan and taking my second bathroom break. But that's not the case. I'm home. What's going on over there? It's going to be 2 months. I haven't heard shit, so whatever. It is what it is. Que será, será. Either way, it's safer here in my house. I'm not going to get shot here. There's no mass shootings going on outside my house. So, again, this is my friend, my sound engineer, George. George works for the Miami Heat, and he helps me out here from time to time. His name is George. He's the one that raises and lowers the volume on the microphones and background music and all that stuff. Well, I run the background music. He runs the slide music, the trivia game music. Hopefully, we'll have both kids here to do the raffle. We had a contract negotiation with one of them. Apparently, their management team came in with trying to pull a new deal on us. So it was the boy, the lucky son of a Bernie, wanted to renegotiate his contract because he was not want to do this anymore. So we had a standoff. We offered to replace him with the cats. It was going to become Lucky Pet of a Bernie, the POB. Yeah, POB. And the cats were going to win the prizes. And then he found out that we weren't going to order pizza anymore if he wasn't going to participate. I said, we ordered the pizza as part of our little tradition here, but it's just me and the girl. She's not that into the pizza, and I'm not that into the pizza. So we're not going to order the pizza, and that's when he backed off. As a bonus, I made the pepperoni pizza, extra pepperoni. So we got the boy back today. And we may possibly, in the future, have his friend here. Now that everybody's getting vaccinated, I'm going to have both kids vaccinated by the end of the month. We might be able to have a special guest here at the house. Maybe even Alan. Who knows? You never know who's going to pop in through that door when we do the raffle. And if you're interested in being a special guest, DM me. I'll give you the details, I'll give you my address. We'll work it out. We'll plan it out, and I'll tell you when to pop in. All right, what time is it? All right, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Trivia will be starting in 5 minutes. If you need a bucket to play in tonight's game, go outside your house, grab a bucket, bring it inside, use that to play in tonight's trivia game. We will be starting in 5 minutes. If you don't have a bucket outside your house, go grab the little garbage can in the bathroom, take out the toilet paper, and use that to play in tonight's trivia game. We will be starting in 5 minutes. If you don't follow Dan Le Batard, Bobby's back today. He's on their YouTube channel. They're doing a 24-hour broadcast. He'll be on sporadically throughout the day over there. That's what I've been watching all day. I've been just sitting there having that in the background. I took a break when the Stu Gatz show came on, his Stupidity. I didn't want to watch that, so I watched something else in the meanwhile. And then when that finished and they came back to the regular programming, I went back to watching it. Now I'm taking a break to do this, and I'll catch up with it later. All right. 2 minutes. Dos. Minutos. It's Friday. It's after 7 o'clock. It's time now for Home Trivia. If you don't already have a bucket to play in tonight's game, go outside your house, find a bucket, bring it inside, and use that to play tonight's trivia game. Right now, we're going to get started by going over the rules of tonight's game. Look, there's Alan. And hopefully, oh, there, we have both children. There they are. That's what they look like most of the time. All right, let's go over the rules of tonight's game.
It's Friday, you bastards.
All right, as always, we have a one-player minimum because you need to be at least one person in order to be playing. You can't just not be a person and not playing. I'm not sure what that means. Whatever, you know what I mean. Grab 3 sheets of paper, number them 1 through 10, or grab one big piece of paper and make 3 separate columns of 1 through 10 each. There's 30 questions, 3 rounds. That's why I'm saying that. And if you have a funny team name you want me to read out, even if it embarrasses me or insults me, you can put it on the comments and I'll read it out loud here. As long as it's your team name. If you're just making me insult myself, that doesn't count. Feel free to scream and shout the answers all you want because I'm home, you're home, and I can't hear you, and neither can your competitors, so it doesn't make a difference. So feel free to scream and shout all you want. No looking up the answers. If you know the answer, please do not post the answers in the comments. Let the people playing seriously figure it out on their own. If you know the answer, keep it to yourself. Just write it down. Don't write it. Write it down on your paper, not on the screen. And remember, you're playing with yourself, so you would only be cheating yourself. All right, questions round 1 are worth 1 point each. Question round 2 are worth 2 points each. Question round 3 are worth 5 points each, and you're playing for nothing. First place gets nada. Second place gets nothing. But if you can, and if possible, and it's been a long time since anybody's done it, take a picture of yourself with something trivia related in the background, the screen, if you've won prizes from me in the past, whatever, and share those online and tag us at Trivia Miami on either Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. You can also hashtag Trivia Miami, and I'll see if I can start looking at that way. But hashtag Trivia Miami at home or something like that. That way I know for sure it's mine. And I'll try to grab those and share them with you guys next week. We will also be pulling out our stubs and dancing in the Lucky SOB raffle, which for a while was going to be Lucky POB, but then contract negotiations went through, and it's back to SOB. We will have the son of a Bernie winning the raffle tonight. We almost lost him. Union strike almost went through, but we got him. Here's our legal disclaimer. If you can read small and fast, you can read that thing. And it's gone. Remember, any little bit helps. If you want to help us out, that's our Venmo, that's our Cash App. We now have to add extra pepperonis to the pizza in order to maintain having the boy here for the raffles. So if you can hook us up, that does cost a little bit extra money. Throw a little bit our way. That's our Venmo, that's our Cash App. Remember, we're putting this online for you at home, so help us out here at our home by helping me feed these 2 growing children and this overpopulation of cats that I somehow ended up inheriting. I now have an invasive species of felines running around my house all the time now. All right, remember you can join me in person on Monday nights over at Bar Nancy. That game starts at 8 o'clock. Your first place gets a $50 bar tab. Second place gets a $25 bar tab. We also have raffles for prizes there. Winners this last week were, second place went to Macrocheese, whatever that means, a.k.a. Big Testies. And first place for I don't know how many weeks in a row now, Mr. J and the Outlaw. This time only one outlaw was there. Come to Bar Nancy and beat them. Somebody, come to Bar Nancy and beat them. Let's stop the streak. Stop Mr. J and the Outlaw's streak. I am publicly denouncing their ongoing streak. So if you think you can beat them, come join us on Mondays and beat them. Otherwise, join us on Wednesday nights over at The Bend over in Miami Lakes. That game starts at 9 o'clock. Also, we got $50, $25, and we have raffle prizes. Winners from there were, second place went to You're a Quizzard Harry. And in first place for the 3rd week in a row, and for I don't know how many weeks of the last, I don't know how many weeks. This week they were called Take a Shot for Memorial Day. Also, if you think you can beat them, Join us at the Bend in Miami Lakes. Take them down as well. One thing I hate is this dynasty situation where they keep winning. And I'm fair. If they won, they won. But if you can beat them, I'm not one to discourage you from doing so. So come join us at the Bend to beat these guys and take them off the top spot. Also, you can join me for karaoke every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 17's Bar. We are now 3 nights a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, all 3 starting at 10 p.m. We go till who knows when. Let's see, Tuesday we ended at 2:45, I would say. Last night we ended at like 2:40. So, you know, it's hit or miss, or it could be at any time. Technically, I'm only getting paid for 4 hours, but I do extra time just to keep to keep you guys, our customers, happy. So every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, all shows starting at 10 p.m. All shows end when they can, whenever they do. All right, what's next year? And remember, we're here on Fridays. As long as I have nothing else going on and nobody's hiring me or nobody's calling me to go anywhere, you can join me here on Fridays at home or wherever you are. Maybe you're sitting in front of a tablet with headphones on, playing along with a piece of paper while sitting at a bar somewhere. I don't know. We're all out, so anything. It could be anything. All right, let's get started with tonight's game. It's time now to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Phones in the buckets, everybody. Phones in the buckets. Where's my stopwatch here, bro? All right, round 1. Question 1. True or false? There is a museum for burned foods. True or false? All right, question 2. Guitarist Brian May is part of what popular band? Guitarist Brian May is part of what popular band? All right, question 3. Which of the following acts were never signed to Simon Cowell's record label? A, One Direction, B, the Spice Girls, or C, the Teletubbies? And which of the following acts were never signed to Simon Cowell's record label? One Direction, Spice Girls, or Teletubbies? All right, question 4. What is the national animal of Canada? What is the national animal of Canada? Not to get off topic here, but did you know Navarro is owned by CVS? I found out that out today the hard way. I got the girl vaccinated. I got an appointment at CVS on the CVS website, and the address seemed to me familiar, but it said, well, it says CVS. So I'm looking for a CVS. It turns out it's a Navarro. Turns out CVS owns Navarro. I had no idea. I figure I'm going to get both kids vaccinated in this next couple of weeks because I'm paying good money to Verizon for 5G networking, and I need to get all the 5G I can in everybody. All right, question 5. What trademark name for inline skates was also its first successful brand name? What trademark name for inline skates was also its first successful brand name? Ba-dum. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. You know, it's sad when you know the copyright-friendly music by heart. All right, question 6. What is the student with the third highest GPA called? A, the historian, B, the praetorian, or C, the stentorian? And what is the student with the third highest GPA called? The historian, the praetorian, or the stentorian? All right, question 7. What popular soft drink was first created in Waco, Texas? What popular soft drink was first created in Waco, Texas? I think I'm going to need water soon. I'm going to ask the next question, then I'm going to yell water to see one of these kids I'm bringing to me. I could yell water now, but I don't want her to drop her phone. She's somehow texting right now. All right, question 8. What is the only American state with its official song taken from a Rodgers and Hammerstein musical? What is the only American state with its official song taken from a Rodgers and Hammerstein musical? Water! Let's see if that works. She's upset. She's stomping on her way to get the water. Upset noises. Spring water from Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. Mike Perrin is watching. I guess you've heard of talking shit, right? What do you expect? All right, question 9. What is Burger King called in Australia? A, Burger Billy, B, Hungry Jack's, or C, King's Dinner? And what is Burger King called in Australia? Burger Billy, Hungry Jack's, or King's Dinner? This copyright-friendly music, it just hits at my soul. All right, and finally, question 10, everybody's favorite category. Florida or not Florida? I'll read a news headline. You need to let me know if you think it's Florida or not Florida. The only two possible answers are Florida or not Florida. Here's the headline. Escaped pet alligator is captured while floating in river. Is that Florida or not Florida? All right, as far as this week's plans, while we time this out. All right. A couple weeks ago, me and the wife took our Friday to Bar Nancy, and then we went to the Globe. Last week, we went to Sandbar Cutler Bay, and then we went to Seven Seas. We felt much better at Seven Seas. And then, not this week, we're not going out. Next week, we're possibly going north. We're going to go to Chella's, which is the place that Mo from The Bend opened, and then The Bend. That'll be our next two hits there. So north, south, east. I don't know where to go if I go west. That I haven't figured out. All right, that is the end of round one. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question one was true or false. There is a museum for burned foods. Question two, guitarist Brian May is part of what popular band? Question three, which of the following acts were never signed to Simon Cowell's record label? A, One Direction, B, Spice Girls, or C, Teletubbies? Question four, what is the national animal of Canada? Question five, what trademark name for inline skates was also its first successful brand name? Question six, what is the student with the third highest GPA called? A, the historian, B, the praetorian, or C, the stentorian? Question seven, what popular soft drink was first created in Waco, Texas? Question eight, what is the only American state with its official song taken from a Rodgers and Hammerstein musical? Question nine, what is Burger King called in Australia? A, Burger Billy, B, Hungry Jack's, or C, King's Dinner? And Florida or not Florida, the headline reads, escaped pet alligator captured while floating in river. All right, please check your own answer sheet. See if these are the answers you want to stick with. If you want to hook it up, that's my Venmo. That's my Cash App. Throw a little bit our way. As I mentioned before, we still got to pay for these pizzas to feed these kids, and we had to upgrade the pepperoni pizza the boy eats to extra pepperoni in order to keep him part of our staff here. We also have to pay for all these this infestation of kittens that we have running around this house at all times. Let me switch over the screens and show you my daughter, who is up there with Roger. She also has her Band-Aid on her arm because we got her first shot today of the Pfizer. Next week, we're going to get the boy his first shot of the Pfizer. Then she'll get her second shot. Then he'll get a second shot, and so on and so forth. And then we're all free to go out and party and go to the movies, hopefully in time to go see Black Widow. Because if you haven't been here before, you should know the little boy has a really likes Scarlett Johansson. He's over there waving in approval. Yes, I do. All right, let's get started with our raffle. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'll pull a number out of this bucket, and any number I pull out, my son wins. My son will win all the prizes. Getting a Groot. Going out to the following number. 017. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say it with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. All right, next one out. 022. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say it with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. And now everybody's favorite prize, one free beer, but he can't drink beer because he's not 21, he's 13. He gets an iron beer instead. Going out to the following number. 015.
B stands for Broncos, BMW,
all right, he won. You didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. Now, the lucky son of a Bernie Ralph for this round. He'll be back after round 2 and 3 of tonight's game. And we got to get that song off before we get a copyright strike for playing this music. All right, let's go over the answers from round 1. Question 1 was true or false. There is a museum for burned foods. That is true. Question 2, guitarist Brian May is part of what popular band? Queen. Now, how Brian May keeps that hair, I don't know. But I'm almost 50 and I still have my hair. Question 3, which of the following acts were never signed to Simon Cowell's record label? The Spice Girls. Yes, he signed the Teletubbies. I don't know for what. Question 4, what is the national animal of Canada? The beaver. Sorry, I'm exposing a hairy beaver on screen without censoring it, but that's what we have. Question 5, what trademark name for inline skates was also its first successful brand name? Rollerblades. Question 6, what is a student with the third highest GPA called? It's the historian. Question 7, what popular soft drink was first created in Waco, Texas? Dr. Pepper. Question 8, what is the only American state with its official song taken from a Rodgers and Hammerstein musical? Oklahoma. Question 9, what is Burger King called in Australia? Hungry Jack's. And Florida or not Florida, the headline reads, escaped pet alligator captured while floating in river? That was not Florida. That was actually in Pennsylvania. They caught it in the river somehow. Now, why they have a pet alligator in Pennsylvania, I have no idea. All right. These questions are 1 point each, so whatever you get right, add that up. Put that score in the comments. Hopefully somebody will respond here. I see 11 viewers, and nobody has given me a team name, but hopefully you'll put your scores there so we can all keep track of each other. Join me on Monday nights over at Bar Nancy in Little Havana. That game starts at 8 o'clock. First place gets $50 bar tab. Second place gets $25 bar tab. Plus, we have raffle prizes after each round. Join me on Wednesdays over at The Bend over in Miami Lakes. That game starts at 9 o'clock. Also 50, 25 raffle prizes every Wednesday night at Miami Lakes. Join me for karaoke now 3 nights a week, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 7 Seas Bar. All 3 of those nights starting at 10 p.m. And as I said before, I'm here on Fridays until I hear otherwise, or until I end up get somewhere otherwise. Friday nights online here on Facebook Live. All right, I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
I love this song. What station is that? Coast 97.3 FM.
Great song. What station is that? It's Coast 97.3 FM.
I love this song.
Me too. What station is that?
Ever wonder what radio station you're listening to? For the most music throughout your workday, listen to South Florida's Coast 97.3 FM. The best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today with less talk.
Grand Prix's new track. Grand Prix is bigger, longer, and faster. Feel the thrill of the hairpin turns. Then speed down the long straightaways. Grand Prix. Race your friends in the true spirit of Grand Prix competition racing. Feel the roar of the engines as you race the big challenge on Grand Prix Race-A-Rama. Open 7 days and nights. Take I-95 or exit 12 on the turnpike. Grand Prix on 441 just south of State Road 84 in Fort Lauderdale.
Take your family, go with your friends to good times where fun never ends. Be there. The fair, it's all there. The fair, be there. The fair, be there.
The Dade County Youth Fair and Exposition. Be there.
Imagine the perfect video store. It would have a great selection, right? Right. Over 10,000 videos. 3 evening rentals, so no rush, no hassle. Fast checkout. 24-hour quick drop return. Open late every night. Well, the perfect video store
Welcome to Blockbuster Video.
is popping up all over the country. There's one near you.
Blockbuster Video. Wow, what a difference.
Wow, what a difference. All right, I'm having one of those weird situations where my tablet is not giving me the comments, so I have to maximize my screen here. And let's see. Hey, look, it's Post Cologne's been here the whole time. The karaoke's been good. You should come by. My microphone somehow got louder. And Flip the Captain's here, too. Sorry I didn't shout you out, but the Captain's in the house. Sorry I didn't shout you out before. Somehow my tablet is not posting the comments that I post here. So I'm going to have to maximize this every so often to check it out. All right. Let's move on to round 2. It's time again to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Phones in the buckets, everybody. We're starting round 2 of tonight's game. Question 1 was, what came out first? Inglourious Bastards or The Love Guru? Both with Mike Myers. What came out first? All right, I think I refreshed the tablet so now I can see it in both places. Again, if you send me if you posted the comments before and I wasn't ignoring you, I wasn't seeing it. It's like a weird glitch in this whole live stream thing. All right, where were we? Question 2. What musical songs include Mr. Cellophane and Razzle Dazzle? What musical songs include Mr. Cellophane and Razzle Dazzle? But then I feel small and trapped like veal cattle. If you don't see the cage, you don't hear the steel rattle. But in the back of your mind, you're still
still feel shackled. Can't ignore what's knocking at the door. Show me the man the clock is stopping for. No, it keeps spinning, bringing shock and awe, till my head spins like B-boys rocking the floor. The monkey's my uncle, I'm slightly evolved. So many puzzles in my psyche to solve. Are we brilliant, building paradise on this planet? Or parasites, a virus just doing damage? Humanity, half beautiful, half ugly. And obviously, I'm one of them, you can't trust me. It seems like we're at the end, but then no, somehow we find hope at the end of the road. Yeah. It's hilarious and
All right, question 3. What was baseball great Jackie Robinson's uniform number? What was baseball great Jackie Robinson's uniform number?
Scientists got theories and experiments, but while we're here in this life, that's mysterious. The religious got stories for the curious, but what I'm hearing does not match experience. Still impressed by small acts of kindness, but the mindless still fall back to blindness. Time is a snake that's eating its tail. It's the highest stakes. I hope that we can prevail for real, cause the art just outweighed the darkness. For every Hitler, there's 5 Charlie Parkers. So when I think human beings should retire, I go back and watch the last season of The Wire. The monkey's my uncle, I'm slightly evolved. So many puzzles in my psyche to solve. Are we brilliant, building paradise on this planet? Or parasites, a virus just doing damage? Humanity, half beautiful, half ugly. And obvious.
All right, question 4 is always our anal bum cover. Sorry, an album cover. Whose 2007 album is this the cover for? Just the name of the artist and not the name of the album. Whose 2007 album is that the cover for?
And you're like, that's disgusting, that's toxic oil. But at the same time, the sun shines down on the top of it, and it gets all rainbow and psychedelic and crazy. And you're like, I know it's disgusting, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful too. And maybe that's what's going on. Fireworks explode, and they only really do it on the way out. Now, it's not because it's the beauty and the wonder that I'm overwhelmed at when it comes down to it. I'm just saying, I'm not sure what part of creation becomes destruction and what
All right, question 5. Memorial Day was originally created to honor the fallen soldiers of which war? Memorial Day was originally created to honor the fallen soldiers of which war?
eyes to the whole, but whose eyes is it all for anyway?
All right, question 6 is always our movie clip. So I'm going to play a clip from movies released in 2008. If you know what it is, write it down. I'll play it once with just the sound and once with the words up on the screen. Listen closely.
Dad, we're men, okay? That means a few things. We like to shit with the door open. We talk about pussy. We go on riverboat gambling trips. We make our own beef jerky. That's what we do. And now that is all wrecked.
One more time.
Dad, we're men, okay? That means a few things. We like to shit with the door open. We talk about pussy. We go on riverboat gambling trips. We make our own beef jerky. That's what we do. And now that is all wrecked.
What movie is that from? Write it down. The girl is Lion Keening the cat. All right, question 7. In France, what is a framboise? In France, what is a framboise? All right, question 8. Who did Muhammad Ali defeat to gain the World Heavyweight Boxing title for the first time? Who did Muhammad Ali defeat to gain the World Heavyweight Boxing title for the first time?
Walk in, they already know my name. Working so hard, trying to maintain. Fell in love with it, now it's my lane. If you think you're coming for me, you are insane. When I love a lot. When I
love a lot. When I love a lot. When I love a lot.
when I level up. When I
Let's level up.
When I level up. When I love a lot. When I love a lot. When I love a lot. When I level up. When I level up. When I level up.
I just remembered that I had set up this game to harass Danny, and Dee never showed up. All right, question 9. In which South American country would you find the Cotopaxi volcano? In what South American country would you find the Cotopaxi volcano? When you level up, when you level up.
Roll the red carpet out and say hello. Walk in, they already know my name. Working so hard, trying to maintain. Fell in love with it, now it's my lane. If you think you're coming
All right, finally, question 10, last question this round. What are the first names of Lord Voldemort's parents? Now, if you just know the mother's name, that's fine. What are the first names of Lord Voldemort's parents? Father's name doesn't count. This originally was to harass Danny, who had shown up for karaoke on Saturday and told me he was coming to trivia on Monday, possibly. So I said, I'm going to put some Lord of the Rings shit in there. Some Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, or Game of Thrones questions are always good for him. I guess this is Harry Potter, right? Yeah, this is Harry Potter. It turns out everybody knew the father's name, but not the mother's. So if you know the mother's name, you get the 2 points. If you know the father's name only, then you get nothing. Guess I'll give you the 1 point. Obviously, both are still worth 1 point each. All right, that is the end of round 2. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was, what came out first, Inglourious Bastards or The Love Guru? Both of Mike Myers. Question 2, what musical songs include Mr. Cellophane and Razzle Dazzle? Question 3, what was baseball great Jackie Robinson's uniform number? Ain't No Bum cover, whose 2007 album is this the cover for? Just the name of the artist, not the name of the album. Question 5, Memorial Day was originally created to honor the fallen soldiers of which war? Movie clip from 2008.
Dad, we're men, okay? That means a few things. We like to shit with the door open. We talk about pussy. We go on riverboat gambling trips. We make our own beef jerky. That's what we do. And now that is all wrecked.
What movie is that from? Question 7, in France, what is a framboise? Question 8, who did Muhammad Ali defeat to gain the World Heavyweight Boxing title the first time? Question 9, in which South American country would you find the Cotopaxi volcano? And question 10, what are the first names of Lord Voldemort's parents? All right, please check your own answer sheets. See if these are the answers you want to stick with. And again, if you want to help us out, that's our Venmo, that's our Cash App. Throw a little bit our way. You can also Zelle me at triviamammy@gmail.com or karaokemammy@gmail.com. Those are, you can find my Zells that way. Now let me show you the girl with this round's cat. That is Dora the Explorer, who is staring at the lights and not the camera. But either way, she's there. Dora the Explorer. Now let's get the raffle going. All right. Oop. I pressed that too fast. Oh, what happened there? It's time to pull out your stuff. It's raffle time. I'll pull a number out. Any number I pull out, my son wins. My son will win all the prizes. All right. I don't know what happened there. I accidentally hit the mouse when I was trying to reach for something. All right, first one out. 016. Dance. All right, he won, you didn't. Say it with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. Next one out. The Darth Vader thing still floating around here. 005. Dance. All right, he won, you didn't. Say it with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. Wait for the good part.
Así me gusta, peligrosas
And everybody's favorite prize, one free beer. But you can't drink beer, you can only drink iron beer. Going out to the following number. 023. Dance. All right, he won, you didn't. Say it with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. Next with the lucky son of a Bernie Ralph for this round. He'll be back after round 3. All right. Let's go over the answers from round 2. Question 1 was, what came out first, Inglourious Basterds or The Love Guru? Both with Mike Myers. It was The Love Guru. Horrible movie. And 2, what musical songs include Mr. Cellophane and Razzle Dazzle? Chicago. What was baseball great Jackie Robinson's uniform number? 42. Ain't No Bum cover, whose 2007 album is this the cover for? That is the Foo Fighters. 35 Memorial Day was originally created to honor the fallen soldiers of which war? The Civil War. Movie clip from 2008.
Dad, we're men, okay? That means a few things. We like to shit with the door open. We talk about pussy. We go on riverboat gambling trips. We make our own beef jerky. That's what we do. And now that is all wrecked.
Step Brothers. Question 7. In France, what is a framboise? Raspberry. Question 8. Who did Muhammad Ali defeat to gain the World Heavyweight Boxing title for the first time? Sonny Liston. Question 9. In which South American country would you find the Cotopaxi volcano? In Ecuador. And question 10. What are the first names of Lord Voldemort's parents? Merope and Tom. Sorry. All right, these are 2-point questions, so whatever you got right, multiply that by 2, add that to your previous score. That'll give you a running total at this point. Whatever that running total is, post that score in the comments. And hopefully I'll see the comments this time. I'll maximize the screen while I have the commercials going. Remember, you can join me on Monday nights over at Bar Nancy in Little Havana. That game starts at 8 o'clock every Monday night. Join me on Wednesdays at The Bend in Miami Lakes. That starts at 9 o'clock. Join me for karaoke every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 7 Seas Bar. That starts at 10 o'clock. And every Friday right here online on Facebook Live, as always, at 7 o'clock. But I go on live before this to, just catch up with people and all that. All right, I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
If you're hungry and in the mood for something extraordinary, look for this symbol. And this telephone is the fastest way to Franco's original Italian pizza, day or night. If you live anywhere from Pompano to Hialeah, you can treat yourself to the best in authentic Italian dishes. Franco specializes in dishes from antipasto to veal francesa, all at reasonable prices. This symbol of excellence is in Pompano, Fort Lauderdale, North Miami Beach, North Miami, and Hialeah. Franco's, the king of pizza with home delivery day or night.
97 GTR, continuous rock and roll with Herman and McBean mornings.
No more pop scratches and ugly black buildup for these rock and roll animals.
97 GTR, all compact disc rock and roll.
Like ZZ Top, Bruce Springsteen, the Rolling Stones. Herman and McBean mornings on 97 GTR, continuous rock and roll.
Ay, bendito, se le paró el carro. ¿Y eso cómo fue?
No sé. Yo le había echado coolant, pero se calentó.
Mira, lo voy a ayudar, porque yo tengo un tremendo coolant. La próxima vez échele Amali. Este sí es un coolant de calidad superior. Porque todos los coolant no son iguales, ¿sabes? Amali es mejor de lo que tiene que ser.
Ah, pero oiga, ¿usted no es irichacón?
Sí, y de coolant, yo sí sé. Exija Amali. Tremendo coolant.
Why settle for some of it when you can get all of it?
Get it all, get to Zare and get it all.
It's gotta be a knockout, so I got to Zare. It's gotta last,
It's gotta have a name I know.
so we got to Zare.
Get it all,
It's gotta be a real value.
get to Zare and get it all.
Exciting fashions, famous brands, honest quality, genuine value.
Get to Zare and get it all.
In Miami, se llama Zaire. And we're back. All right, that's Stay Frozen. Let's see what it says over here. Nope, the last comment was Flip, the captain, with his 7 points from the last round. No comments after that. So if you're trying to comment and it's not going through, I'm not seeing it on my laptop and I'm not seeing it on my tablet. So I don't know what the scores are at this point after the second round. Go ahead and post them anyway, but I'm moving on to round 3. So it's time again to put your phones in the buckets, teléfonos en la cubeta. Unless, of course, you're using the phone to watch this. I'm just repeating what I would say in person, kind of get the look and feel of what it would be like if we were at the bar together. If you want to actually feel that experience, you already know where you can join me Mondays and Wednesdays. All right, let's get started. Round 3. Question 1. Who was the only sitting member of the United States House of Representatives to be elected to the presidency? Who is the only sitting member of the United States House of Representatives to be elected to the presidency? Anybody want to collab? All the messages I get all the time. Love your content. Let's collab. All right, question 2. Which U.S. state's highest mountain is Mount Elbert? Which U.S. state's highest mountain is Mount Elbert? I think I knew somebody whose father's name is Elbert. I have to confirm that. But I'm pretty sure I knew an Elbert. All right, question 3. It's time now to name a celebrity. I'm going to put a picture of a celebrity up there. If you know who it is, write down their real name, not a character name, not a description of where you've seen them. Name this celebrity. I need his real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen him.
Neck deep in pepper water, thought I knew how to pray. Fell to my knees and I ain't know what to say. They ain't even read the 4, now critiquing the page. Last of the 5, Micah's we ain't hardly the same. Keep up, no one's stood up to listen. Granny told me never play the victim. Faith, hard work, and intentions. The cheat code where you about to go the distance. Way to pivot, remember what you made of. Taka in your DNA and slave blood. 96 hole with the shape up. Talking to the one who signed the pay stub. So you understand why I never could clock in. Before the quarantine, I was already locked in. My own
All right, question 4. Which European country replaced the marca with the euro? Which European country replaced the marca with the euro?
Walking a tightrope with a virtual head off weight on scholarship by day. Trapping at night, crumbling in the Avalon on a 5 test drive. Far enough from the city that we got clear sky. Think I can see the gates from here. Losing my connection, but you ain't in the fear. That pain be real prohibition.
All right, it's time now for question 5, which is always is our Jumbo! 7 on the top, 5 on the bottom. Letters are URBALLSNERDS. Hint an actor, male. Your balls, nerds. Your balls, nerds. Figure it out. All right, hopefully you either figured this out or wrote this information down on the back of your answer sheet on a separate piece of paper. I am moving on to question 6. What sport is most frequently featured in John Irving novels? What sport is most frequently featured in John Irving novels? All right, question 7. Laliophobia is the fear of what? Laliophobia is the fear of what? All right, question 8. Who is the only Major League Baseball player to have hit 60 or more home runs in a single season 3 times? 3 different times. Who is the only Major League Baseball player to have hit 60 or more home runs in a single season 3 times? All right, question 9. What was Memorial Day previously called? What was Memorial Day previously originally called?
Last March, a falling star hit my backyard, blasting apart a few trees when it crashed hard. I ran to examine what had landed on my planet, heard words in a language, but I didn't understand it. I saw him rise from the crater he made, 50 eyes and skin the color of Gatorade. The invader stayed back because he heard me gas, then mutated its shape to a perfect match. Same face, same clothes, like I'm looking in the mirror. 1 second ago, this was weird, but now it's weirder. It cleared up fast because he's a telepath. Every thought I have is just like I tell him that. When he heard, he became less absurd. Just some kid in a messy shirt. And yes, I'm sure this occurred. For you to believe, all you need is the evidence. My best friend.
And finally, question 10, last question of tonight's game. Something of local history, news, or facts. Who was the executive director of the Miami Space Transit Planetarium and host of the PBS show Star Hustler or Stargazer, depending on when you saw it? And who was the executive director of the Miami Space Transit Planetarium and host of the PBS show Star Hustler or Stargazer?
ice cream like twice a week. I taught him how to sound cool when he tried to speak. I taught him how to play pool plus hide and seek. That's when everything changed. It was never the same. Nobody ever more clever. When it came to that game, I closed my eyes. He shifted like a chameleon. I feel dumb. Don't know if this kid is the real one or that one. Steve can stretch like silly putty and become anybody. He thinks it's really funny, but that ain't bad yet. He added a step. He said to really have fun, he had to forget that he was even playing. Now he's hidden and he's staying. He forgot everything. I'm not kidding, man. I'm saying he disappeared. He didn't leave a clue. Now anyone could be Steve. Even.
All right, that is the end of round 3. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was, who was the only sitting member of the United States House of Representatives to be elected to the presidency? Question 2, which U.S. state's highest mountain is Mount Elbert? So name this celebrity, and his real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen him. Question 4, which European country replaced the marca with the euro? Question 5, the word jumble. We got 7 on top, 5 on the bottom. Those are the letters. Your balls, nerds. Hint, an actor male. Question 6, what sport is most frequently featured in John Irving novels? Question 7, laliophobia is the fear of what? Question 8, who is the only Major League Baseball player to have hit 60 or more home runs in a single season 3 different times? Question 9, what was Memorial Day previously called? And question 10, local history, news or facts. Who was the executive director of the Miami Space Transit Planetarium and host of the PBS show Star Hustler or Stargazer? All right, please check your own answer sheet, see if these are the answers you want to stick with. And again, any little bit helps. That's my Venmo, that's my Cash App. And right now, there's my daughter. And who does she have? She has, what are we finally calling her, Natalia? She's staying with Natalia. Natasha was the original intention, and then they started calling her Natalia, and she's not happy. She doesn't want to be held up there. There she is. That's Natalia. We ended up keeping that one. We were trying to give that one away. We ended up keeping her. All right, let's get on to the raffle. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'll pull a number out of this bucket, and any number I pull out, my son wins. My son will win all the prizes. Getting, what is that? That's Jasmine. Jasmine, for some reason. 020. Dance. All right. He won, you didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. All right, next one out. $018. Dance. There's Darth Vader. It should have been the other way around. All right, he won, you didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. All right, finally, everybody's favorite prize, one free beer, but he can't drink beer. He can only drink iron beer. Going out to the following number. 028. Dance. All right, he won, you didn't. Say it with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. Not good, lucky son of a Bernie raffle for tonight's game. Opalaka Hialeah is what you do. Every time you go and find something new. Opalaka Hialeah. Opalaka Hialeah is for you and me. I haven't given up on the idea of doing that big trivia game at the Opalaka Flea Market. Now that they arrested the Ferris wheel guy, I think it's safe to go there again. All right, let's go over the answers from round 3. Question 1 was, who was the only sitting member of the United States House of Representatives to be elected to the presidency? James Garfield. Question 2, which U.S. state's highest mountain is Mount Elbert? It's Colorado. It's not the only highest thing there. Question 3, name this celebrity that is Zachary Quinto. Question 4, which European country replaced the marca with the euro? Finland. Word jumble, 7 on top, 5 on the bottom. Those are the letters. Your balls, nerds. It is Russell Brand. Question 6, what sport is most frequently featured in John Irving novels? Wrestling. Question 7, laliophobia is the fear of what? Fear of speaking. Fear of outright speaking. Renee, who is the only Major League Baseball player to have hit 60 or more home runs in a single season 3 times? Sammy Sosa. Now, it would be the Sammy Sosa on the left side of the screen, not the Sammy Sosa on the right side of the screen. Question 9, what was Memorial Day previously called? It was originally or previously called Decoration Day. The whole point was you would decorate the graves of the fallen soldiers. And question 10, local history, news, or facts. Who was the executive director of the Miami Space Transit Planetarium and host of the PBS show Star Hustler or Stargazer? Jack Horkheimer. You ever stayed up late before the TVs went off? This is what we would hear. All right, these questions are 5 points each. So multiply whatever you got right times 5. Add that to the previous score. That'll give you your final total. Put that total in the comments. Hopefully somebody will write something so at least we have some idea of who is here. If not, join me in person on Monday over at Bar Nancy starting at 8 o'clock. If not that, join me on Wednesday at The Bend or go to both. Well, don't go to both. Go to one or the other. At The Bend, that one starts at 9 o'clock. Join me for karaoke every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. That starts at 10 o'clock, and I'll be here next Friday, as I've been every Friday, except for that month I took off when I assumed I was going back to work. But now that I know I'm not going back to work, you can catch me here on Fridays as long as I got nothing else going on. All right, I'm going to take one last commercial break, and I'll be back in 2 minutes. Post your scores, please.
The largest Toyota sale.
He's never going to be done.
Up here. Focus. We only have a couple of seconds.
Would you get it ready, please? Come on, man, go.
Oh, I'm Paul Castronovo. This is Young Ron Brewer from 94.9 Zeta. Catch our morning show weekdays starting at 6. Remember, the only way to hear our very local, informative, and entertaining program is to listen to 94.9 Zeta.
Don't forget about the animal display.
Oh, yeah, we promise no more live animal displays because last Thanksgiving we messed up a turkey really bad.
Good, yeah.
I know it.
Come enjoy the rides and the wonderful
Lights, food, rides, and so much more.
all the Christmas spirit you find it here.
On Palmetto, Bird Road at Tropical Park. One price, all rides free.
You know why I come to Lum's, good buddy? They grill the steaks just perfect. And the fish fried dinner is so tender and delicious. I love the juicy roast beef sandwich piled high with that thinly sliced roast beef. I like it when Mommy and Daddy take me to Lum's. The burgers are great. You and your kids get a better choice when you choose Lum's.
You get a choice. You get a better choice when you choose Lum's.
Compact disc sale of the year. Thousands of titles for only $8.99. All types of music. Rock, country, soul, jazz, classical, vocal, big band, pop. Hundreds of artists. Something for everyone. CDs for only $8.99. Come into Peaches now while the best selection's available.
And we're back. And I don't know why my mic now sounds lower. And we're back. Okay, whatever. All right. Nobody posted scores, but I did get a we love you, Bernie, from Vanessa Palacio. So we love you too, guys. I love the fact that you guys are here. I'm sorry we can't see each other in person where we used to see each other in person, but I'm glad you guys are still joining us here. What's the name now? It was Mac is the Mean Girls Historian, 66 points. Mac is the Mean Girls Historian. Nobody else posted scores, so we're just going to declare them the winners. Remember, you can. Thanks for watching us. We're here Fridays at 7 p.m. every week. As far as I'm concerned, you're all the winners. Join us here every Friday. Like I said, unless something else comes up, I'll be here. Follow us on at Trivia Miami on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Search for this game. It will be posted on YouTube later tonight. And if you can hook it up. If you can hook it up, that's my Venmo, that's my Cash App. You can also Zelle Karaoke Miami at Gmail or Trivia Miami at Gmail. Look it up that way if you want to do Zelle. Otherwise, that's the Venmo, that's the Cash App. Throw a little bit my way. Remember, I have to upgrade the pizzas because the boy went on strike, and we had to go into contract negotiations in order to keep him as part of the game. All right, everybody, thanks for joining us. Have a good weekend. Come see me in person. If not, come see me here next Friday. Good night, and thank you. I'm going to let Cox on the Radio sign us off.
Have yourself a real nice day. And if you want to smile some, listen to Power 96.